Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Razvan, if IFL TV in association with MTK Global, with me Saturday night for me, I guess it's Sunday morning for Mr. Joseph Parker, all the way from New Zealand. Joe, how are we doing?
Doing pretty good. Just watched the fights not long ago. A good undercard fights and then a good main event. It was through these hard times, you always want to watch boxing, so it was great to see some boxing on.
Just before I ask you about the fight, you obviously heard there was only 1,000 people in there, but when you hear the crowd like that, I know you fought in the UK a couple of times, 3 times. Do you miss that? Do you find like the UK is like the best place to fight with the fans?
I feel like the UK the supporters come out to really, back them. And even with me, fighting in the UK, a lot of supporters came out and supported me. So there is I sort of miss coming to the UK and fighting in front of big crowds. And I'm sure everyone else misses it as well. The crowds coming in to support, cheer, make the atmosphere crazy. Everyone, having a great time. Joe,
what did you make of Joshua's performance tonight?
I thought he did what he had to do to get Pulev out of there. You can see he's worked on his uppercut. But he was a bit, I think he was patient and he was just picking shots. I mean, I thought he was going to get Pulev out of there earlier because of the third round and what he did. But I guess he just took his time and he worked off his jab. And, eventually got him out of there. 9th round, right?
Since you fought him, I think 2.5 odd years ago now, can you see that Joshua's improved, or do you think he's still the same player?
I think he's improved in different ways. I mean, he says that, with his interviews, he says that he's physically and mentally even better, and I think there are a few things you can see that he's improved on and a few things that he may need to improve on. But every fighter is always going to have faults, and every fighter is always going to have things they need to work on. That goes for everyone.
We saw, obviously, when you fought him, Dave Higgins was really goading anti-Joshua with a lot of remarks. Yesterday at the weigh-in, I'm sure you saw the weigh-in head-to-head. You saw Joshua react in a way which we've never seen before. Do you feel like that got him more spiteful tonight?
Oh, yeah, I feel like, he's usually the calm, collected person where it's just relaxed and, he just goes about, goes with it. But I think with the weigh-in, we all, like you say, we all saw something different. A lot of, verbal attack going back and forth. And so for me, it's different seeing him like that. But I guess it's, he must have a different approach to this fight.
In round 3, when he knocked Pulev down twice, I believe, he went all guns blazing. Did you feel like he was going to gas out? Do you feel like he was going to empty his tank out then? Were you afraid that he might get caught?
I feel like he knows what he was doing. I mean, when you catch someone, what's the thing you want to do straight away? You want to get them out of there. And I guess he tried to go in, he nearly got him out of there. Pulev turned his back, which is not a good sign. But, Pulev, to his credit, was able to bounce back and take it further, take the fight further.
Pulev's still a player in the heavyweight division?
Pardon?
Do you think Pulev's still a player in the heavyweight division?
I mean, this is the second loss in his career. He'll still give a lot of fighters, problems. And he can still be a big name. And, he can still make moves, but it just depends. How old is he? I don't know how old he is.
39.
So he's getting there slowly, with the age and getting a bit older each year.
The biggest fight that British fans would always want to see is Tyson Fury and Joshua. They both between them have all the belts. Is that fight a must now? We've got nothing in the way at the moment. The WBO haven't called them mandatory yet. They may do, we just don't know.
Yeah.
Looks like Tyson Fury may not fight Deontay Wilder. Is that a fight that needs to happen now before it gets too late? We obviously saw when Joshua and Wilder were trying to make that fight. Wilder's gone on to lose. Now that fight doesn't have the same level of excitement for some people.
Yeah. I guess, I think we all, when I say this, everyone else agrees that it's a fight that we must see. And it's a fight that should be made. It's a fight where we can see one champion, one unified champion. and I'm not sure what's holding it up, but hopefully everyone comes to terms to make it happen so the world can see a mega fight.
Who wins that fight?
Fury wins that fight. I just think he's a very smart boxer and can fight, and he showed it in his last fight.
I don't know if you saw Tyson Fury's Instagram video that he just made a few moments ago, where he said, "I will knock Joshua out in 3 rounds." Do you believe that?
If he says it and he believes it, I'm sure he can. You got 2 champions, so and both of them have heart. We've both seen that they have heart, and they both can take a punch, and they can both come back from adversity.
Joe, I'll end on this. Yesterday it was supposed to be your night, 11th of December. I know you were supposed to fight Junior
Farr here in New Zealand.
Hasn't happened, unfortunately. Yeah, I know you were training hard. Spoke to Kevin a few times as well. So what are you doing at the moment? Have you got a date in mind?
Yeah, we're looking at February, end of February, beginning of March. I was ready to go yesterday, but I guess the health of a fighter or person is more important. So hopefully he gets better soon, so I can give him a bashing when he's better. But Mike, listen, I'm still training. I'm in shape, and I'm as a fighter, what you train for is a fight in the ring, and obviously I want to be in the ring as soon as I can. And if there wasn't a possibility of fighting another opponent, I would have done that in a heartbeat. But we're stuck in contract, so it's a Junior Farr fight that I have to get out of the way.
Okay, well, Joe, I appreciate you jumping on, giving me a few moments of time. I know you're out shopping with the family, so apologies to the family. Send my regards and love to them as always, and definitely catch up with you soon.
All right, thanks, bro. Catch up soon.
This is Parker, IFL TV. Thank you very much.
Comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.